Hello, and welcome to my Zenless Zone Zero Shiyu 7 clear for the cycle of May 23rd. I'll be showcasing 6 different teams that you can use, as well as leaving my commentary. Of course, you can skip straight to the parts you want through the timestamps in the description. Taking a look at the frontier buffs, we have a slight increase in agent attack as well as lower enemy stun recovery speed. If the enemy is not stunned, inflicting an anomaly on it will grant 10% daze, which opens up some interesting possibilities. Furthermore, all attack agents deal 30% more damage with their ultimate and X specials, and attacks against stunned enemies have greatly increased crit damage. Perfect for Hugo Vlad, as expected. Though not mentioned, the main enemies of this cycle, Thanatos and Tepes, have mechanics centered around defensive assists. Thanatos receives greatly increased daze when you perform a defensive assist against it, and Tepes has damage and daze resistance until you win parried through successive defensive assists. As for recommended agents, the first obvious choice is Hugo Vlad. Aside from both floors being weak to ice, his entire kit synergizes to a perfect fit with the current cycle buffs. More attack, faster dazes, longer dazes, more damage on next skill and ultimate, and more crit damage are all things that are tied to his totalize mechanic. For the same reasons, Ellen and Yuan continue to be great picks for this cycle, although not as a perfect match as Hugo. Interestingly, the daze build-up upon anomaly proc benefits agents that are really fast at triggering anomalies, such as Vivian and Piper. Finally, I suggest taking Caesar if you have her. As I explained before, the enemies themselves are weaker to defensive assist-based approaches, and Caesar is the best agent for that niche. For the first clear showcase, I will be using an Ellen carry team with Lycaon and Caesar in the first half, and then an Assault Bloom team with Vivian, Jane Doe, and Astra on second. If you don't own Caesar, Sokaku works just as well. In terms of builds, the more premium investments are in Ellen's signature weapon and Caesar's Battle Pass weapon. Otherwise, all characters are using A-rank engines, and most of their power comes from good disc rolls and skill levels. Enemies start this fight all lined up for the good charge attack to gain Ellen stacks, Caesar's grouping and shield into a Lycaon stun for an AoE clear. The fight with Thanatos is simple. Whenever you parry, Thanatos gains a burst of daze, and the stun is your window of opportunity to DPS as much as possible.
Victory's mine! Thanks for your business! Thank you for your patronage!
The only real thing you have to keep track of is Caesar's shields and the debuffs from Lycaon, Caesar, and the freeze state. Otherwise, just rinse and repeat.
Be gone! With this power!
The brave fear nothing! The perfect bite! More seriously? Aren't you tired?
Here to serve.
Come on, face me head on! Don't look at me!
Ellen, switch out.
No worries, boss.
Be gone. Yes, master.
Thanks for your business. How annoying. Get flushed!
second half, you can use Astra to group up enemies to have them all receive the AoE from Bloom, thus quickly clearing this first part. Against Tepes, the priority is to first remove its armor through successive defensive assists.
The final act begins now. No escape.
After impairment, Tepes will be more susceptible to damage and will receive more days for faster stuns. Once you've taken care of this first condition, the fight is standard in the sense that it's all about managing Vivian and Jane's stacks and proccing anomalies and blooms.
My song is with you! Wanna know what lurks in the darkness?
Who dares get between me and Lord Satan?
I'll make it painless. Now, you're the prey. Oops, sorry. Let's make this quick.
What an eyesore.
Just give up.
Next up, I'll be bringing another older team in the first half with Yuan, Anby, and Nicole, and for the second half, Miyabi continues to be the brute forcer with Yanagi and Sokaku. Only Miyabi is using her signature, and Yuan is using Soldier's Engine, which is a great standard bannered stat stick that you can pick up for the anniversary. Otherwise, like before, the power comes mainly from good disc rolls and leveled skills. The strategy for this fight is the same as with the Ellen team. After taking care of the regular ethereals, the way to beat Thanatos is to stun it, which is done faster through defensive assists, then burst him down during the stun window, and repeat as necessary.
Taking the shot.
Warning. Let me give you a little treat, like this.
Confirmed.
This won't hurt much.
Stand down! Surrender!
Jackpot!
One suppressor K-22! Maximum firepower!
I'll show you!
Yeah, keep up the assault!
Fracture!
Counter-maneuver.
No point running!
Stand down! Surrender! An opening!
Thunder, the boss is no
Taking the shot.
The pleasure's all yours.
Like her engine. Stand down! Surrender! No restrictions! Fire at will! Raw!
Jackpot!
Stay on guard. Eliminating target. An opening!
Miyabi! Watch it! You asked for it!
Locked on target. Stand down! Surrender!
I'll show you! Yokage can help!
It's over.
Likewise, the fight against Tempest is the same. Block until impairment, then deal stun damage.
Resistance is futile.
Purging slash!
Yeah.
Here we go!
Waste of time. My blade is arranged.
Look at me! Tag team time!
Shadowless blade. Preemptive strike. Enemies of section 6 shall pay.
Victory, the only option. I can also become an Astra.
Press forward. Resistance is futile. The cold is silent. My blade is already.
Finally, as a third showcase, I'll be using Piper together with Vivian and Lucy to exploit the day's build-up on Anomaly buff, as Piper is an agent that can proc multiple assaults in a short time. For the second half, I'll be debuting my Hugo together with Trigger and Lycaon, since I have not yet managed to pull for Liler, though I am trying. I actually rushed and got Piper to level 60 before using her today, so she is not as well invested as I'd like. But still, you will see that even in this state she can get the job done. Though Hugo is well built in levels, I would still want him to get more crit damage as a final build, but the tailored buffs make up for it. Trigger is using her signature and everyone else is using a free-to-play friendly option.
Don't touch me.
If you're using Piper, the idea is to take advantage of frequent assaults to stack up days. Look for windows of opportunity to spin to win. And don't forget to manage Vivian's stacks.
Back down.
there not only to buff, but also to provide Piper with energy through her ultimate.
Cruising now. Looking out and those off. Notice me, Lord. Such a pain. Clear the road. Rocky, Woody, Rocky. Hey. Good, good. Kick into gear. Fine cup healthy. A beautiful shooting star. Out of my sight. Full throttle. You got it. Don't really know. Get my dress dirty and you'll pay.
Adjusting for wind. I'll pierce right through.
Freeze all evil! Yep. Only for Master Proxy.
Finally, in the fight with Hugo, you should aim to stun Tepes as fast as possible to then totalize with him.
You're in my Show no mercy. My bullets are one with the wind.
I'll eliminate any obstacle!
Hugo's totalized damage scales immensely with applied buffs and debuffs, so make sure to keep a tab on them. For example, if a stun is triggered with trigger, use Lycaon in a chain attack so that he can increase the stun damage multiplier.
Bring them down. Adjusting for wind.
I shall balance the scales of the night. Repent!
I'll pierce right through. Show no mercy. Recalibrating.
I shall cast dawn into the shadow. Let the party begin.
You're in my sights. Adjusting for wind. This bullet will reach its mark. Fire support ready.
Be gone! I shall balance the scales of the night. Prepare to kneel before me. Here, the end is now.
I'll bite your throat out!
I shall cast dawn into the shadow.
And with this, we close another cycle as we wait for 2.0 and all of its amazing rewards. As always, the tables with teams and clear times are shown on the screen as a summary. If you enjoyed this showcase and found it helpful in any way, do leave a like or comment in the video, and subscribe if you'd like more weekly showcases for endgame content. Of course, I'd also love to hear your thoughts on this week's Shiyu and the teams you used to clear. There's still Deadly Assault next week before we say goodbye to Season 1, so I will see you next week. Thank you for watching.